Greetings, this is Frosty Thundertrod of the Thunder Guard, and welcome back to Monsters and Memories Monday, the weekly episode where I try to come up with something to talk about regarding monsters and memories. Oh, gotta thank this guy. He gave me Speed of the Wild, which will be kind of useful for this video. So today I'm going to talk about the crafting system. And I think it's a good crafting system, and while it is incomplete, I am going to talk about it and kind of demonstrate it here. Frosty here, I've put the most into leatherworking. So, to do leatherworking, I need to find a non-bugged mob, but I'm looking for young jackal pups, or if you're over in the elf area, wolves. The Elven area has more leather than Night Harbor does, which makes sense, you know, forest versus desert. Large rat, fatal beetle. So I'm looking for jackal pups. What is this? This is a jackal pup. Alright. Boom, dead. Alright. And this is what you're looking for, low quality jackal pelt. Well, I got one on the first kill this time. That is a bit of an abnormality. But if you're doing woodworking or fletching, so if you need wood, you get wood from these piles like right here. Let me go find a ore vein. They're usually right up against rocks. Like wood is usually right up. Alright, yep, here's an ore vein right here. So that's your basic material right there. Oh, Splinter's hungry. Come here, Splinter. Have some bell peppers. There you go. Now, in addition to refining from hide, you can also get rawhide leather drops and pieces of rawhide leather gear from undead and humanoid monsters that are level 5 or higher. So I'm going to go over here and try to kill a few skeletons. And see, there's a skeleton right there. Alright. So, nope. Nothing there. Alright, so I'm going to pause recording until I kill a skeleton that has a drop on it. Alright. Now, this skeleton has both cloth scraps and rawhide scraps. So I'm going to kill a few more until I get the third way to get rawhide. Okay, here's another way to get leather. The skeleton had tattered rawhide boots. I don't want bone chips. Bone chips are pretty much useless to me. Alright. Now, go to your leatherworking kit. These cost about 1 silver apiece. And then you're going to need a seam ripper. So put your seam ripper and your tattered rawhide. It has to be tattered. Anything that's not tattered, this won't work on. Click combine. And that creates rawhide scraps. Alright. How much money do I have on me? I have enough. Alright. So I'm going to run over to the crafting center and I will be back when I get there. Alright, once you have your hides, you come over here to the tannery. For reference, the tannery is right here. That's the bank. That's the west inn, and that's the caravan gate. So the tannery's right in here. Now you refine your raw material. To do that, you need this bucket right here. Alright. Now control click to pick up one. You have to do these one at a time. There we go. And that made 24 rawhide scraps. Alright. So now I have rawhide scraps to start crafting with. Now the next section of crafting I can do here in the leatherworking kit again. Remove the seam ripper. Click on this little hammer icon. And then click rawhide canvas and craft all. This is the refining. This is the next stage in crafting. And rawhide strap are something that you'll often sell to blacksmiths. I'll go ahead and make a couple of these. Alright, so now I have materials that I've gathered and processed. Now I'm going to need materials that I buy. I'm going to need rough thread. Yeah, here's the leather working kit, 1 silver. And all these here that don't have tattered rawhide, you can't break these down. It has to be tattered. There we go. Go ahead and get 10 of these. Alright, this is your silver sink part of crafting. Alright, now for more advanced recipes, you need to come over here to the workstation. Alright, so let's try to make hide saddlebag. Alright, I thought I had rawhide satchel in here. I'm not seeing it. So let's try. Alright. So let's go with something that'll actually give me some experience. Rawhide cap. Now, I'm going to need 2 rawhide canvas and 2 cloth padding. Now, cloth padding, oh, someone's sending me a message. Oh, I yelled at him accidentally, turned caps lock off. Alright. But I also have some skill in tailoring, so I can go in here, choose cloth padding, and sell all. Alright, he's wanting a rawhide backpack, so I'm going to go ahead and try to craft him one. So, this has a low chance of success for me, but it is possible. Let's see if he gets lucky. I did. I did get lucky. So, Little Cat gets a free rawhide backpack for me making this video. Hopefully, he'll click like and subscribe on it. Yeah. Yeah. So, this is a rundown of the crafting system. As a general opinion, I like it. It's involved enough to you feel that you're doing something. All this gear I got on me right now, it's stuff that I crafted, well, except for the hammers. I bought the hammers from another crafter, but all this armor I'm wearing, I crafted. So it is relevant to my level, which is a nice thing, because most games where you have crafting, the stuff you craft is just so far behind your level, it's no longer relevant. And while this is an involved crafting system, it is not stupidly involved like some of the games that they've tried to make the crafting system involved. They end up being so cumbersome that it's really off-putting. But I think this is accessible if you're interested in crafting. But it's not, a full day's work to make one item like it sometimes was in other games. So for me, I give the crafting systems and Monsters and Memories a big thumbs up. Thank you very much for watching.